I believe it doesn't matter if other people dislike you, because from God's point of view, you're absolutely perfect. God tells us in Scripture we were made in His image, and what could be more perfect than being made in an image of the God? I learned and accepted this truth when I went on spring retreat. It was the end of the day when my group was called to the gathering space. When we entered the space, candles were everywhere. They lined the room, filled the stage, and sat on banisters. I had a feeling this would be more than just one of our normal talks. Joel, one of 2 retreat leaders, stood on stage and explained what was happening. We would be recreating the Last Supper. Workers came out of nowhere with grapes, breads, cheeses, and grape juices. They served us the food, and after we ate, they took any of our scraps away. Then they brought out communion, and we took it. After communion, the workers brought in tubs of soapy water and towels. Melissa washed everyone's feet, and after all of this, we were feeling pretty special. That's when Joel began talking about feeling loved and being perfect in God's eyes. We opened letters from our parents telling us about how proud they were. After I finished reading mine, I began to think about all that had happened that night. It just changed my view. The Son of God let himself be killed because he thought I was worth it. He died for us, and yet he hadn't even met so many of us yet. Just take a minute and think about that. I cried for almost the rest of the night. I'm only too capable of judging myself and others. It's natural, I guess, to assume others are better or worse than you, whether it is because you think they are prettier, stronger, smarter, or just the opposite. You need to realize they were born that way. You were born in your own way too, and you should be accepting that, not trying to become something you're not. Judy Garland once said, "Always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else." And I believe you should live like that. I believe one day everyone realizes that they are the best they can be, because they realize they're made in the image of God. And how can you get any more perfect? Oh, that's right, you can't.